What's up, line stars? It's Jay, aka J Stars, and in today's video, as you guys can see, we're doing another solo dad video. I'm kind of contemplating on what I'm really going to do with this series because I'm not necessarily sure yet, because I don't really know if I just want to make it a solo dad sort of like series type thing, or if just like we can do solo videos for each character. So like some days we can get solo videos from like Korra, some days we can get solo videos from Kimura, or solo videos from just me, or if I bring in any new characters, like since we already have Grandma, you guys can get solo videos from her too. It just depends on what you guys want. So comment down below if you guys want me to do solo videos for each character or just me, because I really don't know what to do. So in today's video, you guys, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and things like that for middle school, because let's be honest, as the years go on, the middle school experience gets worser and worser and worser. One tip I'm going to give you guys is to always stay accountable and hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, because, y'all, we're basically almost grown. We're a few years away from being grown. And I know we got a long way to go, especially if you're in the first year in middle school. But I am going to say we need to hold ourselves accountable, because, y'all, we're not babies anymore. Eventually, we're going to go into the real world where life is not fair. Like, we're all in our... By the time you're in middle school, you're already in your double digits. Whether you're 10, 11, you're already in your double digits. So I would, well, unless you skip the grade, but we're not talking about people like y'all. Hold yourself accountable, especially if you're in middle school, because once you get into the real world, nobody's going to care about that. About, oh, they did this, they did this. What about what you did? Because you wouldn't be in the situation if you didn't do anything. Let's be so for real. But yeah, honestly, just hold yourself accountable and try not to get into too much trouble, because then you won't have a reason to hold yourself accountable if you didn't do anything. But yeah, let's move on to the next tip. The next tip is honestly something that I shouldn't even have to say, because if you don't already do this, you are disgusting, and I don't know what type of household you live in. If you don't wash yourself, that is a problem. All right? It's a problem. And the fact that I even have to put this as a tip is concerning to me. Do y'all not wash yourself? Like, there has been so many times I can get, if you sweat a little bit and you start to stink. But if we just enter the school building and you stink already, you didn't wash. You clearly didn't. And if you did, you didn't wash the right way. There should be no reason you walk in the freaking homeroom smelling like bounce that ass. You walk past me, and you leave a stench behind. That is disgusting. Like, that type of stuff makes me want to throw up. Honestly, if you do not have your hygiene up and you have a nasty odor, you need to fix that now. I don't know what you got going on at home. There could be a situation where you can't. But if you can and you're choosing not to, you are disgusting. You are disgusting. And I'm going to let you know now. If you have the opportunity to shower every day, have access to water and soap, use it. Because I don't play about my hygiene, because I don't want people to smell me being stink. So you should be considerate of other people's nostrils, okay? I'm considerate. I wash myself day and morning. I wash myself morning and night and smell good throughout the day. If you don't wash yourself day and night, that's a problem. Well, specifically on school days, because I'm not saying you got to wash twice on a day where you don't have school. Well, it really depends if you went somewhere. Okay, but that's not the topic. Wash yourself. Specifically on school days, you need to be washing yourself 2 times a day. In the morning before you come to school, and in the night when you come back home. Because if you stink as you're coming in the homeroom, that is a very, very, very big problem. You know what? I'm not even going to go on about this topic anymore. Wash yourself at home. I'm going to say this in the most polite way. Wash yourself at home. Be considerate of the people around you that have to sit next to you and smell your stench. If you stink only, though. But yeah, let's move on to the next tip. Another thing that I would tell you guys to do, well, for tip 3 is to have a mind for yourself and to have a strong mindset, because I feel like it's very common for students to get peer pressured by the students around them. And I honestly feel like peer pressure is something that affects people, specifically students in school, a lot, causing them to do things like harm themselves, do things they don't want to do and wouldn't usually do, but only did it just because they were influenced. So parents out there, make sure you're always teaching your kids to have a strong mindset and a mind of their own, so that they don't be a follower and go do things that they know they wouldn't do by themselves. But yeah, that's tip number 3. Tip number 3 isn't that long. I'm just saying, like, make sure you have a mind of your own and a strong mindset so that you're not being a follower and doing things that you wouldn't really do. You know? Yeah. Let's go on to the next tip. 4th tip would be most definitely be yourself. Stay secure within your personality and the way you are, because I feel like a lot of the time people go into school and come out completely different than they were before. And I'm not saying that you should stay the same the whole entire year or like your whole entire life, I guess. But I am most definitely saying that if you're going to change, it should be because you want to change, not because of other things that happened around you, you know? Or like you're trying to copy someone. I don't know. But in the context of what I'm trying to say, don't ever change yourself. You know? Don't ever try to change yourself just because of something you see somebody else doing. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm just going to say, don't try to change yourself because of something else you see. Change yourself because it's beneficial to you, or just because that's what you decided to do. All right? Let's go on to the next tip, which is our last tip, mind you. Okay, my last and final tip would be to learn how to control your anger. If you are a student and you have anger issues, because if I'm being quite honest, I really think I have anger issues too. But if you have anger issues, the best thing that I would suggest for you is to find you a sport. A sport that teaches discipline specifically, and how to control your temper and things like that. Control bad temper specifically. But yeah, I would really say that you should learn how to control your anger, because there are going to be a lot of times where people are going to try you and try to make you really angry, and the more angrier you get, the more tensed up you're going to feel, and that can cause you to do something bad that you will regret for the rest of your life. Well, anyways, line stars, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you guys get notified anytime I post another video. Pretty much I just need to post today because I haven't posted in literally 3 weeks. And yeah, if you guys want more solo videos from me, like I said earlier, or solo videos from each character, comment down below. And yeah, bye guys.